It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 2nd of October. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather nice and calm for a while. For a pretty good chunk of North Alabama, no rain through at least the next 5 to 7 days. Tropical weather still active. We'll watch the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of new data in the OZ set. So we'll take a look at things this morning. This is the upper air look. Ridging to the west, kind of nosing in here. And with that ridge, afternoons will stay pretty warm. We'll be in the low to mid 80s for the next several days. Nothing on radar this morning. We are in the 60s over most of the state this morning, although Mobile's got 71. Highs mid 80s in most spots today. Average high for the state is 81 for Birmingham. There's a dense fog advisory for DeKalb, Marshall, and Jackson counties up in northeast Alabama, the northeastern corner of the state this morning. That'll be gone by mid-morning. Otherwise, pretty quiet around the nation. And hardly any thunder. Very calm pattern. Maybe some thunder for the Florida Peninsula today. Same thing tomorrow. And again, maybe a rumble of thunder near the Gulf Coast. And then on day 3, which is Friday, there could be a few isolated storms over Alabama, but again, nothing severe. Rain for the next 7 days. Much of the contiguous United States without a drop. And in Alabama, again, for the northern half of the state, just not much. There could be a few showers Friday. Other than that, just not much for North Alabama. Now, South Alabama, we'll see a chance of showers tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. But again, just understand if you've got a beach trip coming up, not a washout at all, just some rain at times. So let's focus on the tropics. What do you say? We got a whopper of a hurricane out there, Kirk. But this thing is in the middle of nowhere. We've got a tropical wave behind Kirk in the eastern Atlantic. Kirk currently has maximum sustained winds of 80 miles an hour. This likely becomes a major hurricane soon, but it's a fish storm, recurves north-northeast out into the open Atlantic, no threat to land. The wave trailing Kirk is Invest 91L. A good chance that develops, but hey, no worries here. Same thing. Recurves out into the open Atlantic. So obviously, everybody's focusing again on this one, what could be a broad tropical low in the Gulf of Mexico in a few days. And again, the Hurricane Center maintaining a 40% chance of this developing. And we'll take a look at the probabilistic forecast off the European Global Ensemble. And again, you get the pretty clear idea here. And I will say the European has a better than 50% chance of this becoming a tropical storm. Not really a hurricane, and if anything forms, it moves across the Florida Peninsula, not the Panhandle, mainly as a rainmaker. Here's a look at the individual members of the ensemble, and again, you can see all 51 members are far south of the central Gulf Coast, moving it through parts of the peninsula of Florida. And again, mainly as a rainmaker. We just don't see any evidence this becomes some big hurricane. But yet, you've still got knuckleheads on Facebook posting a storm just like Helene will go through the same spot, which of course is nonsense, but they get millions of shares. All right, so there we go, model fans. The GFS, this is the 06C run, valid today at 4. Ridging here, warm and dry, highs up in the middle 80s. High resolution HER, no showers, we're dry. Tomorrow, pretty much dry statewide. There could be a shower near the Gulf Coast. Other than that, no rain, highs again mid 80s. And Friday, this is when we mention a chance of scattered showers statewide. But the key word is scattered, meaning some places won't see a drop. Highs in the low 80s. This is Saturday. Maybe isolated showers for South Alabama, probably not many. North Alabama warm and dry with mid 80s. And Sunday looks dry statewide with mid 80s. So pretty warm weather for the rest of this week and the weekend. Monday, same thing. We're dry with highs in the 80s. And I will say a surface front's actually going to be coming in here, and you can't really pick it out there, but the air is so dry, we're not going to mention any chance of showers. And then Tuesday, we are dry. And highs drop in the upper 70s for North Alabama. This is a week from today, Wednesday, October 9th, a northwest flow aloft. And a pretty pleasant day. Highs in the 70s for North Alabama, lows down in the 50s. Which is going to be have a nice fall feel to the air with that. But again, obviously we're dry. And again, notice the GFS with some weak little tropical low that's west of Key West, Florida, but just no development. Now, the GFS not bullish on anything happening down there at all. We'll go out 10 days. This is Friday, October 11th, Friday of next week. And again, a little ridge trying to rebuild in here, but again, just quiet. So calm days. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. Now, there's a big spread among the members. You got a couple of outliers that bring in some big rain here, but you toss those out and you look for the mean. It's kind of hard to see here, but it's that green line, and it's under 1/2 inch. And again, a reminder, October is the driest month of the year in terms of climatology here. It tends to be a really nice, calm, beautiful month. The only exception would be tropical. And again, we see no evidence of tropical trouble here through mid-month. Temperatures, highs in the 80s through Monday. Then after that, highs in the mid to upper 70s for the rest of next week, with lows getting down in the 50s. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for October 9th through October 15th. Temperatures pretty close to average. So we're watching the Tennessee River. This is the dam up at Gunnersville. And again, you can see the TVA is letting a lot of water through there. And they're doing this for flood control, of course. A lot of the water from East Tennessee and the mountains of western North Carolina coming down the Tennessee River. But the TVA does a very good job of managing levels. But a lot of that water is coming down the pike now. But a beautiful sunset last night. October days. It's just a marvelous time of the year. Love that shot. I can tell what river that is by those white bluffs, the Selma Chalk. That's the Tombigbee River in West Alabama. Got a big old barge coming through there. This was taken down at Jekyll Island, Georgia. Looking awfully good. And look at the Gulf Coast last night. That water just smooth as glass. Just glorious weather. And again, if you headed down to the Gulf Coast, yeah, there could be a few showers tomorrow through Saturday. But overall, the weather looks pretty good for the next 7 days. And we'll certainly take that. So today headed down to Moundville Elementary School in Hale County for a program there. Tomorrow going to Butler County, South Alabama, McKenzie School. Looking forward to that. And then on Friday, going to head the other way to Decatur up in the Tennessee Valley for a homeschool group. No book signing on Saturday. I'll be doing the Miss Christmas on the River pageant in Demopolis on the banks of the Tombigbee. And that's always fun doing that. I've been doing that thing off and on for, goodness, going back to the 1980s. Wow. So that's it this morning. Don't forget to watch us on television this evening if you can. ABC 3340 News right back here in the studio at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.